Yo, what's going on, YouTube? This is the second time we're recording this, and hopefully it works. It is the very first team review I'm doing on this channel, and I'm super excited because we have my man Ketchupplant. Say hello.
Hey. So this is the second team review.
Yeah, technically it's the second team review, but it's the first video because I screwed up the audio. So, yes sir, that's what you get for not knowing how to edit.
You're gonna be super prepared now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna probably like have an hour-long pre-talk with everyone else I do in the interview, and at least record 2 like test videos before we start every time. So it'll be great. But anyway, that's not the point. That's not why we're here. So, Ketchupplant, you probably know him from Alf. He's amazing, and he's also good at VGC, not only at singles. Catch.
That's all true. That's all true. I am amazing.
Yes. Okay, so what we're gonna do? I have some questions that I still didn't add transitions to, even though I had like an extra week to do so. I just forgot, man. I started work, so I'll have some questions, and that's kind of going to be like our guideline for the team review and interview. We have the team sets, so we're going to get an in-depth look. Ketch is going to go over the sets and kind of what he was thinking and how these mons came to be on the team, and then we have some replays to look over how the team functions in action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Ketch, I did add transitions. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, all right. So on my screen I can see the question, but like your OBS is covering it.
Oh.
Hold on. I can.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Okay. So about my VGC results. So I don't really have actual IRL results. I started more as an online player. I mean.
Yeah.
So I didn't own a Nintendo DS till like December 2017.
Yeah.
So I started playing online for a while. Got drafted for World Cup because of me doing well on the ladder and being Dutch. And after that, I joined my first online tournament, which was the London Challenge in 2017 format.
Okay.
And I ended up getting top 4 after going undefeated in Swiss. So that was really cool.
Nice.
Took myself $100.
Nice.
It's a good icebreaker. If you're telling people, yo, I play competitive Pokemon, and when you can start with, I won money, then it's instantly cool.
Yeah.
It's just a pro tip.
I'm definitely not that good. So, well, I'm still saying I made it past 1200 on the ladder. So.
All right. So after that, I played in 2 international championships, where I went 6-3 at both. Not the greatest, but it's okay.
Yeah.
The one I brought Parastrap, which was fun.
Yeah, which is kind of that's kind of what this team is centered around, is Parastrap.
Yes, that's. Yeah, well, this was after that team was built. This is the 2019 format, where you're playing against Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, and I used Parastrap. That was interesting.
Okay, so also all the people in Alpha are going to know that you have a lot of singles prowess as well. But Ketch, I don't know if you've won a championship, but you probably have been in playoffs every time that you've been in a draft league as well for my singles players.
I don't actually play singles normally.
Yeah.
So my first actual singles exposure was I think it was the League Season 2, and I ended up getting second. Then I think I got top 4, and then I won the 3rd league.
Yeah.
But I'm more proud of my overall record, which I think is 36-5.
Yeah, that sounds really accurate. So that's
the only thing I care about.
Yeah, that is very impressive. So we won't dwell on that because mine is much worse. But anyway, this team was based in VGC 17, correct? 18. Okay, yes. Could you tell us a little bit about how that meta was developing and things like that?
Alright, so at the start of VGC 18, I basically told myself, well, I'm not really feeling competitive Pokemon a lot. I'm just going to use Parastrap all formats.
Yeah.
It was a big pain. Just the first time we had Manga Gengar alongside with long C moves and stuff. So first I had to deal with C moves with Parrish Trap, which was a major pain because everything ran C moves and just KO'd Gengar, and like especially the best of one, that's annoying. But when once the meta developed, there were like 3 main archetypes. One was the Mega Charizard Y. It's basically Charizard, Landorus, Koko, and very offensive.
Yeah.
The other archetype was like the Mega Gengar archetype with Landorus, Incineroar, sometimes Como. It's more like positionally based. And the third archetype was just bullshit hyper offense, Metagross, Tapu Lele, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I kind of forgot where I was going with this, but yeah, that's it.
Well, it sounds like it was a really offensive meta, but Parrish Trap was kind of based on defensiveness and pivoting. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it was pretty difficult to like find the right balance for the Parrish Trap team, because if you only have Parrish Trap or Parrish Song to make TKOs,
yeah,
you're gonna get stuck very often.
Yeah.
So finding the right balance of dealing damage and winning with Parrish was difficult there.
So this was really like a anti-meta team at the time.
Well, I mean, kind of. Like, it's not meant to be anti-meta, but for Parrish Trap you need to be anti-meta. Like, you need to prepare for like the things you're gonna see.
Okay. I think I may have interrupted you. Were you gonna say something else before I said that?
I honestly don't know, so I think we can continue.
Okay. Well, the next 2 questions are kind of more like guidelines for the team explain in part. So, as you can see, guys, there's Jigglypuff on this team. And did this team get any results, or did any form of this team get results?
I actually can see the next slide, if that's where you're at.
I'm not. I'm still on these questions. I just asked this bottom question here.
I can confirm that Jigglypuff on this team did not get a result.
That is unfortunate.
We never used it at the tournaments. So we never used this exact team at the tournament. However, this version of the team ended up giving us the breakthrough core of Gengar, Incineroar with T-move Landorus. That ended up getting 2nd at Worlds later on.
See, there you go. Jigglypuff led the way to get 2nd at Worlds.
Yes.
She puffed her way all the way down to 2nd place to only get booted from the team. But, yeah. That doesn't mean, though, that Jigglypuff was an important member of this team. We'll try to show you that in the replays. But, let's move on to the team. So, here you can see the team. Got that nice little shuffle emojis here, or whatever they're called. So, first we have Mega Gengar, kind of the key point of the team.
Yes, this team would not function without Mega Gengar at all. So obviously with Parrish Trap, the first Pokemon you go with is Mega Gengar. When it's legal, at least. Because we have Shadow Attack and Parrish Trap in one. But also something that's important to note is Ghost types can escape the Parrish Trap. So having a fast Shadow Ball to able to take those out is also very, very helpful.
Yeah.
As far as the spread goes, I think it's enough speed to like speed creep Modest Gengar and Modest Tapu Koko, and then just rest dumped in bulk.
Okay.
I don't know the exact note.
Okay.
Also, Reflect type. So the way you can use it on Parrish Trap. Let's say they have a Cresselia in, and like Z moves are super annoying to deal with. If you can Reflect type your own Incineroar, then all of a sudden like you don't have to worry about like a Psychium Secret Cell. It's a nice deck. Let's leave it at that for now.
Yeah. Okay. So is that it on Gengar?
I think so.
Yeah, I think Gengar's pretty self-explanatory when you realize it's a Parrish Trap team.
Also, there are some things that I like take for granted as a VGC player. So, like Protect might be weird for some people. But
that's true.
In VGC, like that's the standard. You run Protect on basically every Pokemon where it fits, like if it's not a choice set.
Yeah.
Although we ended up running Protect, Choice Scarf, Bulu at Worlds. So.
I did not know that, but that is crazy cool. I also didn't take that into account, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Protect is borderline necessary on everything, but he already said that, so I won't just air quote him there. Okay, next member, Landris Styrian. It runs OU, so you probably know that, know him from that. But Ketch, what does Landris do on this team?
So in VC 18, at some point in the format, Incineroar got Intimidate, and it basically became a new format.
Yeah.
The annoying thing for Paris Trap with that is it's both a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because you get your own Incineroar, which is like Fake Out, Intimidate, and U-turn in one, which allows you to go for Fake Out, Perish, Protect. Then you can switch out Gengar and U-turn yourself back in. So you can reset the Perish timer and keep the trap. So that's why Incineroar is very good for Perish, but you're also dealing with a Dark type that can U-turn out of the trap.
Yeah.
So the big thing we were looking for going into Worlds was having the right core with a way to deal with Incineroar.
Okay.
And the cool thing about this set is with the Z move, you can one-shot Incineroar even after Intimidate.
Oh.
And Incineroars don't carry Protect in VTC 18. So if you get your Gengar next to Landorus against opposing Incineroar, they're trapped, they can't Protect. You just go for like Protect Z move. It's just a very safe way to get rid of it.
Yeah.
As far as the moves go, Protect is the obvious choice for me. Earthquake for the Z move. U-turn for like the same thing you can do with Incineroar, where you can protect Gengar, protect Landorus, switch out Gengar, and U-turn yourself back in. It's also just a great positioning tool. And Rock Tomb it's like this. You don't really need that move slot actually, but it's nice to have to be able to hit flying types sometimes and hit Charizard. This team does not have a Charizard answer.
Yeah.
So bulky Landers with Rock Tomb, that's it.
One thing or two things I noticed. Rock Tomb to me, since I think you told me before, and I don't know if you mentioned it here or not, but opposing Gengars need a little chip damage before Shadow Ball can KO them. So Rock Tomb is a way to lower the opposing Gengar's speed and get the necessary chip.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's on this team. So when you use the Z move in that matchup against Mega Gengar, you also need the Z move for Incineroar.
Yeah.
And then the common Gengar team, I think in this format was like Incineroar, Wooloo, Gengar. So then after the Z move in grassy terrain, you won't be able to really hurt your opposing Gengar anymore. So being able to go for the Rock Tomb and just setting up the position later for your own Gengar is very nice.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
The other thing I noticed was that you have Adamant Nature with only 4 EVs in attack. Now, I think me and you probably know why that is, but could you explain for less experienced players?
Okay, so about the spread. So when making VGC spreads, or basically Pokemon spreads in general, the first thing I do is to look for the speed stats. Because like that's your least flexible stats.
Yeah.
So I think this speed creeps Bisharp, which is, well, for obvious reasons, but I'll still name him. You want to be able to like take him out before he can go for a knockoff on Gengar.
Yeah.
Yes, he can Sucker Punch, but when you go for Parashong, Sucker Punch is not your enemy. The bulk is mainly put towards special defense because of Charizard. However, even after this EV investment, attack is still your highest stat. You tend to want to boost your highest stats
with the nature. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you need the nature to reach a certain like level of the other stat. It's not a VTC or EV tutorial, so.
Yeah, we don't have to go too in depth, but the main thing is when you boost your highest, or you can boost your highest stat more by nature than with EVs, I think is what the simple answer would be.
However, I should note at Worlds you ran Careful Landorus.
Okay, Careful Landorus was the wave at Worlds. There we go. So, next member, I think.
Yes.
Incineroar, Figgy Berry.
Yeah, so Figgy Berry, it's so good in VGC.
It was even.
In VGC you're dealing with item class.
Yeah.
And there are 6 of these berries, so it's basically like a 50% healing that avoids item class. Yeah, White's on the team. I think I've covered that earlier. So being able to go Fake Out, Parashong, and being able to switch U-turn, that's the major key part here. Because we also played with Scrafty and Hitmontop.
Yeah.
They don't have U-turn.
Yeah, that is really important.
The EVs just all put in bulk. The speed stat is an important thing to note because you will be losing the fake out speed dives.
Yeah.
But you get the last U-turn. So a lot of the times your Gengar will protect, the opposing Incineroar will U-turn, and then you U-turn second, which allows you to see what they switch into and be able to adjust the board to what you want.
Yes.
Knockoff, it has ghost types, and you can knock off like a choice card from Landorus or Tapu Lele.
Yeah, or opposing berries on opposing Incineroar.
True, but that's actually, you don't need it on this team.
Well, that is true, but not everybody had such a skillful team built as you did.
Full team build. There's a Jigglypuff.
Hey, we're not there yet.
Okay. There may or may not be a Jigglypuff.
Okay, there we go. So I think you covered Incineroar pretty much all you needed to when actually talking about Gengar. So next we have Amoonguss.
All right, I forgot this one was on the team.
Well,
all right. So the first thing that stands out here is the item.
Yeah.
Eject button. It's not a commonly used item. It did win Worlds on Wolfie's VGC 16 team on the Hitmontop.
Yeah, that is probably its most famous use.
It's basically a positioning tool. So you can switch out Gengar into Amoonguss, take a hit, and then get Gengar back in right away. So you can keep the trap up. You can basically get protect, switch out, get Gengar back in, and protect again. Like,
yeah,
it's extra control. It synergizes nicely with Amoonguss because of the regenerator ability. If you take damage on the switch in, you just heal it back out when switching out with the eject button.
Yep.
Also notable with eject button Pokemon, you tend to want to have a priority move. So let's say Amoonguss switches in and it doesn't get hit. Without a move to go first, you're in a very awkward spot. So having Rage Powder is very nice. Just force the eject button activation.
Yeah. For those who are not accustomed to VGC, Rage Powder draws moves into you.
Yeah, thank you for noting that.
Yeah.
Spore is just it's normally one of the best moves in VGC. In 18, there were Tapu Koko and Tapu Fini. So it's not as consistent, but on this Amoonguss, it's all about switching out with the check button and going for Rage Powder.
Oh yeah. If VGC 20 has taught us anything, it's that without Koko and Fini, the last 3 or 4 years of VGC would have been crazy with sleep. Like, it's unreal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
Clutch Bomb allows you to hit Fini and Koko, so yeah, there's that.
That is true. Oof, if Amoonguss was in VGC 20, oh my gosh.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That's a video for another day, though.
Alright.
So.
And protect. Because protect.
Oh yeah, protect because protect. But here's the real star of the team. He was just kidding about all that. Paris Trap is the best and Gengar's the best. It's really about Jigglypuff.
I'm still looking at the moveset with the Wish Ally Switch. Okay. So Jigglypuff, so why it's here, it gets Parishong and it has the ability Friend Guard.
Yes.
So Parishong is nice for obvious reasons. Friend Guard is an ability that helps in doubles, where your partner Pokemon takes, I think it's 25 or 33%.
Yeah, I think it's 25.
Well, I think the multiplier is 0.75, which, I don't know, your partner takes less damage.
Okay, anyway.
As far as the EVs, we didn't invest in HP because it has such a high HP stat already. You just want to go for defense and special defense to get the optimal bulk. And with Eviolite, it's actually pretty bulky.
Yeah.
The movesets. So in VGC 18, there was a new tutor move, Ally Switch, and a lot of Pokemon got it. And it's a big pain. It basically switches your two Pokemon. It switches your two Pokemon. How do you say this?
It would be like, since let's say Gengar is on the left and Jigglypuff is on the right. If Jigglypuff uses Ally Switch, Jigglypuff will end up on the left and Gengar will end up on the right. That's the only way I know how to explain it like correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, and that means that all the attacks that would go into Gengar would then go into Jigglypuff.
Yeah, because it's in Gengar's slot.
Yes.
Yeah.
What it also does is if you go for Wish, and then give for Ally Switch, your partner Pokemon gets healed next.
Yeah.
That is, it's not super useful. it's just a good meme because you can protect and heal yourself. So
yeah.
So you can go for like Wish very strong and then go protect Ally Switch and you'll be healed.
Yeah, it is.
So the role of Jigglypuff, it's mainly a meme, but it can be helpful for certain weird situations, and Ally Switch is very annoying for the opponents.
And it takes hits when it needs to.
Yeah.
Like, terrain boosted Mega Metagross's Zen Headbutt into an Earthquake, I think is what we saw in the first version of this video, but oh well.
Yeah, they won't see it.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'll probably post that replay in the description just because I love it so much.
Oh yeah, you can, yeah.
Alright, thanks. I forgot to ask, but thanks. Okay.
Alright.
Last member, Gothitelle.
So, this is also a little bit of a meme. So the main thing about the team that we wanted to test was the Gengar, Incineroar, Amoonguss, Landorus.
Yeah.
Core, and then wanted to try Jigglypuff as well.
Yeah.
So when you have a second Parasong user, it's often nice to have a second Shadow Tech user as well.
Yeah.
And instead of Wobbuffet, we went with Gothitelle, because Wobbuffet sucks. It doesn't get Protect.
Yeah, it really does. If you don't get Protect, you're not getting on a VGC team.
Yeah. So, for the movesets, Taunt is nice because you can trap in and shut down opposing Amoonguss. Also Snorlax, that use Barely Drum a lot in VGC.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is not fun to deal with when you're trying to stay alive.
No, it's really not.
Trick Room is nice too, because if you get Parashop and then you get an Gothitelle, and you get a Trick Room, then Jigglypuff in the end will move first and be able to like clean up the game with Parasong very quickly. And Mirror Code. So Como was the thing in VGC 18 with the Z move.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Como gets soundproof. So it ignores Parasong. So like you need a way to take it out, but it also boosts all the stats. And
for those who don't
have a real answer. But if you can Mirror Code on the Z move, you'll take it out.
Yeah, so for those who don't remember what he's referencing, Como has its signature Z move of Clangorous Soul Blaze or something, and in VGC it hits both opponent Pokemon and gives you an Omni boost, so it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's a double target Z move.
Yeah.
Which also means that the Mirror Code will go off, regardless of which Pokemon it targets, because it targets both.
Yeah.
I think that's about that for Gothitelle.
Yeah. Gothitelle's not the most important member of the team. That's Jigglypuff's job. So let's get over here to the replays real quick. Let me check time real quick. I think we're right on pace. Okay, so we can see here that our opponent, or not our opponent, Ketch's opponent had some probably weird picks from the way you were describing it, but I'm sure he knows what he's doing. I don't, so that's Ketch's job to explain it to us.
Yeah, so this is one of the opposing team is one of those teams that you normally don't face in like tournaments, or at least like the good players at tournaments won't use this. Worlds could be an exception where people like often use something slightly weird.
Yeah.
The thing to note here is the break. It gets Defiance.
Yeah.
And Paris heavily relies on things like Intimidate to slow down the opponent. Also, you want Fake Outs. But against Braviary, that's super awkward. Also, our flying resist is Tapu Koko, so
Yeah.
and he has the right.
Wait, we should mention that there is a Tapu Koko on the team and not a Gothitelle because that was just an alternate version that wasn't as good as the Gothitelle one. So there we go.
Yeah, Tapu Koko actually beats Como and Charizard. That's why it's there.
Okay. Well, Ketch told us. That's all you need to know about Koko. There you go.
Yeah. So the way to get around the Braviary here is I can slow it down, and the Z move will KO Gengar. However, Jigglypuff can use Friend Guard to allow Gengar to take the Z move.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what I lead here. I mean, I'm probably leading Gengar and then maybe Jigglypuff. So let's see.
Let's see. So opponent leads off with Raichu and Braviary as you lead off with Gengar and Amoonguss.
Amoonguss. All right. So probably my turn 1 play here is to switch out Amoonguss. So what I'm baiting here is him to go for like either a Tailwind or the Z move.
Yeah.
And Raichu to go for the fake out on Amoonguss.
Okay.
So if I switch out Amoonguss right now, I'll get through the turn alive and I'll get off Parasong. Because the Friend Guard allows me to survive the Z move into Gengar. Like that's the big thing here. So I think just switch out Parasong is the play.
Okay. So let's see. Amoonguss does switch out into Jigglypuff. Mega fake out into Jigglypuff as you Parasong, and the Tailwind comes off.
Alright, so this is very nice. You normally want to have Parasong go off at the same time Tailwind goes off. Because with Parasong, after you get it off, you're often protecting a lot. And this way Tailwind runs out exactly as Parasong runs out, so they can't set it up again.
Yeah.
That's something that's actually very important in VGC 19 Parish. But yeah. This turn is, I think, well, it's awkward and easy at the same time. Like, it's easy to just go double protect. But you also need to think ahead, because, like, then what do you do?
Yeah.
However, I think I have Incineroar in the back here, and I think I just double protect her. I don't think I want to switch in Incineroar right now.
Yeah, that seems like they're at play.
Let's hope I don't.
Okay, let's see. You protect both. Okay.
Yeah.
Raichu has Encore. I think that's probably important, isn't it? For later on in the battle.
Yeah, potentially. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So this is like the difficult turn for Parish often. When you're in a spot where the opponent can do a lot of damage and you have to switch out or like make sure that you're surviving.
Yeah.
So he can go for the Z move into either slot actually. And if I switch to Amoonguss goes down. If I stay in with Gengar, like Gengar might survive with the Friend Guard. But I then still have to switch next turn because of Parasong. So
yeah.
I probably have to switch in Incineroar here. Or Amoonguss. Maybe I don't need Amoonguss. But no, looking at this team, so you can have Nihilego, Gyarados, Bulu, and Aegislash in the back.
Yeah.
And Amoonguss allows me to protect Gengar against all of those. So I'll probably go to Incineroar here. And I don't know what Jigglypuff does.
Could you talk more about why you're switching in the Intimidator onto the Defiant Mon with being Braviary?
Yeah. So if I switch to Amoonguss, Amoonguss goes down. If I switch to Incineroar, Incineroar or Jigglypuff goes down.
Yeah.
So he does get the +1 attack boost, but then next turn, like, I can protect and he'll go down to Parish anyway.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'd rather lose Incineroar than Amoonguss, and after that, the attack boost is irrelevant.
Okay, so Amoonguss is more important here.
Yeah, because of the Pokemon he has in the back.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. So let's play it. Switch out into Incineroar, like you said. Let's see. Ally switch comes off from Jigglypuff. So
that's actually a nice ally switch, I think.
Yeah. So the Z move does come off from Braviary, and KO's Jigglypuff, which is unfortunate because Jigglypuff is the hero of this team, but we'll survive. We'll survive.
Okay, so I really like that ally switch from like me in the past.
Yeah.
Because so he's obviously targeting Gengar because he wants to get rid of the Shadow Tech and force me to switch. But I'd rather lose Jigglypuff than Incineroar in this position. Because like after the next turn, his Braviary is gone and Intimidate is useful again.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus, I want fake out. I want Incineroar to be able to beat Bulu and H Slash. So
Yeah.
Jigglypuff like has done his job with the friend card, and it took one for the team.
Yeah. Well, at least that was its role, I guess.
Okay. So this is a difficult turn actually. This is actually a really good turn, I think.
Mhm.
So an obvious play is to go for the double protect and let Braviary go down.
Yeah.
However, he has the Gyarados and he can Dragon Dance.
Mhm.
But he can also Waterfall or Crunch. So for a turn like this, you really need to think like the opponent. Braviary is obviously going for like a Brave Bird into either slots, right?
Yeah.
However, like what if I double protect? He wants to be able to punish that.
Mhm.
So I think he has to go for a Dragon Dance, just to punish my double protect.
Mhm.
So I think I'll go for the fake out on Braviary and then I think Parasong.
Okay.
Which is a little weird, but I won't be able to get the Parasong after the Dragon Dance.
Yeah.
So, and I can't really switch to Amoonguss right now because of the Braviary.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those weird turns where I think I have to go for it.
Okay. That is a really cool play. That's probably where I fail a lot in VGC is not like thinking in the opponent's mind. But again, not this video. So, you want to see what you do?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So it's Mega Gyarados, which makes sense. Fake out into Braviary as he Dragon Dances. And
Yeah, so
you
I got to read
Parasong.
right.
Yep. Okay.
Also important to note, like I could wait this turn and then Parasong the next turn to get two Pokemon.
Yeah.
But this right can Volt Switch. So, like, I don't need that anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So just getting the Gyarados is good enough here.
Yeah. That's really smart. I didn't think about that.
It's semi-awkward. So I can double protect and then switch out Gengar to Amoonguss and U-turn. Actually, I think that's the correct play.
Yeah.
I think so. I hope I do that.
Okay, you do switch out into Amoonguss and protect.
Alright.
Oh, but you get to go back into Incineroar.
Oh, that works.
Oh, did I run an extra turn? No. Okay, Raichu Volt switches out. I didn't run an extra turn.
So I think I still should have gone for the safe play of double protect.
Yeah.
However, I think he should have gone for the stealth Volt switch actually.
Really?
Yes, because if I double protect and he goes for the Volt switch into like my protecting Incineroar, he gets nothing.
That's true.
So if he gets an Aegis Slash right away, he has a lot more offensive pressure the next turn where I have to switch, basically.
Yeah. Huh.
However, because I didn't go for the double protect, my opponent's quote-unquote misplay didn't matter.
Yeah,
yeah. This turn is tricky. Because Incineroar can only fake out the Gyarados.
Yeah.
Gengar can not one-shot the H-Slash with Shadow Ball. And I'm pretty sure this version with Tapu Koko had HP Ice instead of Reflect type.
Oh, okay.
So if you had Reflect type here, I could have gone for the fake out self Reflect type and then take a Shadow Ball with my new Fire Dark type Gengar.
Yeah, yeah.
However, because I don't think I have this, this turn gets interesting. I'll let you play it out and I'll say why I did it.
Okay.
If you can
switch out into Amoonguss as you fake out Gyarados. Makes sense. Makes sense. And Shadow Ball does come out, like you said, into the Amoonguss.
So the interesting thing here is I lose the trap. Like Gyarados can switch out right now.
Yeah.
So I just made like the play that loses me like the least amount of HP. And this position is still awkward for him because Gyarados has to switch out.
Yeah.
Or die. And I can go for a Spore on either slot. I can Spore the H-Slash as it goes for King Shield. Because status move bypass King Shield.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot to mention
that.
For
the Gyarados slot and U-turn.
Yeah.
As you get a Raichu that's asleep, I get a Amoonguss next to Gengar against H-Slash that just protected.
Yeah.
And I can then just go for like Rage Powder Shadow Balls.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's a very like, even though I lose the trap, my position is still very good. I hope that makes sense.
I think so. It's normally you'd think that you need to hold on to the shadow tag, but you're still in a good spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You want to play out what happens next?
Yeah, I don't quite know what the opponent does
Oh
here,
shoot,
actually.
I'm sorry. He waterfalls to KO the Incineroar and Shadow Balls the Amoonguss. So, you do get a Spadef draw, which is kind of unfortunate, but Gyarados is down, so that's all good. And you send out Gengar.
So the opponent decided to make the read. He predicted me to go for the Spore and U-turn. And I really respect my opponent's play, like, a lot. Because he's like, you know what? As long as I can take out the Incineroar and get damage from the Amoonguss, he can Spore my Gyarados slot, which will just go down. And he'll probably win, right?
Yeah.
He made the read, and it worked out. However, I went for the Spore on H-Slash instead of Gyarados.
Which was the right play as it ended up.
Yeah, although if he had substitutes, like, I think he would have lost.
Well, I think that's probably one of those where in a best of 3 situation it would have been different, but since it was best of 1, you kind of had to throw that out there just for your win. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But like I think the thing to note there is even though my opponent let his Gyarados that could switch out go down to Parasong, he made a really good play.
Yeah. Okay. So
this turn, however, I can go for the Shadow Ball and Rage Powder, I think.
that seems right, because that would clean KO the H-Slash probably.
Yeah. Well, I think King Shield still refers to Shield form in this generation, even though you're asleep, but I'm not sure.
Really?
I think so.
I did not know that.
You can also protect Shadow Ball the Raichu here, I think. Let's see what happens. This is an easy position.
Okay. H-Slash is... Okay, so I think, real quick, that proves that H-Slash can't revert back to shield form while it's asleep.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless he had Shadow Sneak, but...
Okay, yeah.
You could have King Shielded, so yeah.
Okay. So, from there, you didn't Rage Powder, but the Raichu tried to take out the Amoonguss anyways.
I went for Spore, which makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. I'm sorry, I missed it by just one click. There we go. Okay.
Nice. And here I can just Shadow Ball and take out the Raichu in 2 hits. And
so,
like, if he had Nuzzle, it could have been annoying with Paralysis, but even then...
So you thought from here, this position, you had the win locked up. Raichu doesn't carry anything that would threaten you on a 2-hit KO. Is that right?
Yeah, it already revealed Encore, HP Ice, and Volt Switch. And then last move Fake Out, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Let's just play this out. Shadow Ball does a whopping 70%, but it is a Mega Gengar, so what can you expect? And then your opponent
So this is
forfeits.
an interesting game.
Nice 1,800 points, real quick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, this is like the top 10 on the ladder here.
Anyway, though.
So, this game is very interesting because Parry Trap did not go according to plan here. Like, you normally want to take out 2 Pokemon at the same time and then 2 Pokemon at the end with Parasong.
Yeah.
But here we took out Braviary first,
Mm-hmm.
then Gyarados we kind of filled with the Parry Trap,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just Shadow Ball the rest. So it shows flexible modes to the team.
Yeah, and since, I mean, this video was really inspired by Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff, while it didn't look like it did anything, it actually had a really big hand in making your opponent think and positioning. Would you agree?
Yeah. So without Jigglypuff, I would not be able to like prevent the Braviary going for a Z move into the Gengar at all.
Yeah, that is true.
The opponent didn't go for it because he read my Protect.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jigglypuff Friend Guard allowed me to not go for Protect, basically.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a good battle overall. Do you want to move on to the next one?
Yes.
Okay. So this looks a lot more like a OU or like Wi-Fi type team that you would face your opponents. But so that's why my eye is like instantly attracted to this team. And you got that really nice Milotic. I always thought Milotic had a good design. Anyway, would you like to analyze the team preview here?
Yes. Important thing to note, the opponent, and now you actually know each other like from online, kind of.
Okay.
He's a really good player.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Anybody that has VGC in their name must know what they're doing, right?
Yeah, I think he won like 2 regionals the past years.
Oh, okay.
And did he cut worlds? I'm not sure. He's really good. Let's keep it at that.
Yeah.
However, like beating him or losing, no spoilers,
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything because like this is showdown and we're both just testing teams.
Oh yeah.
The matchup itself is, well, at least on the first glance, very awkward for me. Because he has Gengar, his opposing Gengar, which can trap my Pokemon as well as switch out of the trap. He has Incineroar, which can U-turn out of the trap. He has Tapu Koko, which can Volt switch out of the trap. He has Landorus, which can U-turn.
Yeah.
And he has Milotic, which gets +2 special attack from both my Incineroar and Landorus Intimidate.
Yeah.
So this is super awkward. However, I think it's awkward for him as well, for similar reasons. Because he's also a Mega Gengar team, and I have Gengar, Incineroar, Landorus as well. As well as Jack with an Amoonguss, which probably comes into play here. I'm not entirely sure.
I would think so because it walls walls everything on his team for the most part.
Yeah. I think I would go with the Amoonguss because it allows me to redirect Shadow Balls from his Gengar.
Yeah.
Away from my own Gengar, so forcing him to switch out.
Yeah. Okay. You want to look at team preview or matchup or leads? There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's play it out.
So Gengar and Amoonguss against opposing Gengar and Tapu Koko.
Yeah, this is looking really good for me.
Yeah.
Especially since he might not know I have the eject button. If he did know, he could go for like an electric attack in Amoonguss, activate the eject button, and then Shadow Ball my Gengar. However, here I'm not sure what he does, but I think I can just go for the Rage Powder Shadow Ball here.
Okay. Just from my limited VGC experience in Sun and Moon, I know that Coco ran Skydrop at one point. Is this during that time period or no?
This is not during some. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Coco could run like Skydrop sets on some Assault Vest sets. It did in VGC 18 as well on some teams.
Okay.
However, I don't think it makes sense on this team.
Okay.
Just from looking at it, it's difficult to explain. So
yeah, so you aren't fearing Skydrop, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Skydrop is not worse here because if you just go for the Soul Switch, my Amoonguss switches out, and the Rage Powder effect is cancelled anyway.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. You wanna play?
I think it's just Rage Powder Shadow Ball, and he might go for a Protect switch to Incineroar.
Okay. So, both Mega, of course. As you protect.
Ooh.
Double Gengar protect. Oh, double protect on your side altogether with an Electro Web coming out.
All
okay. Right. I missed it.
So that's an interesting play on both ends, actually. Let me think about this. So I don't know how this replay goes.
Well, I don't either, so it's okay. Electro Web is a really cool tech, in my opinion.
Yeah, look. So looking at Electro Web Coco, he might actually have Skydrop. Yeah, just to point that out.
Yeah.
So what I think I did here is just going for the double protect, so preventing any switches from his Coco to one, like anything weird happening. And also I think I was reading the protect on his Gengar. So what I didn't want to happen was this Gengar protecting, and then Coco attacking Amoonguss. And then I'd lose my redirection basically because of the eject button. And then he can Shadow Ball me next turn.
Yeah.
So this way he burns his protect, and I still have my Amoonguss next to Gengar.
Which is ultimately what you wanted from your lead.
Yeah, I think that's what I wanted.
Okay.
So let's try the next turn.
Okay.
I kind of just want to see what happens.
So we kind of got a spoiler already, but his Gengar switches out into Incineroar as you do your Rage Powder, and your Gengar Shadow Balls into Incineroar, and the Coco Volt switches out. Slow Coco, by the way.
This is actually a really interesting turn. It's a good play on his end. He knows that I can Rage Powder Shadow Ball. So he's like, fuck it, I want Gengar out of there. And essentially wasted my turn. However, he full switches in Among Us because of the Rage Powder.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably didn't know that I have eject button.
Mm-hmm.
And eject button cancels U-turn and volt switch.
Yeah.
So it basically means Tapu Koko is stuck here right now. And like I can protect Gengar and Earthquake basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't flop his Landorus.
Yeah.
However, I think I make a read here because like the protect Earthquake is so obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's forced to go for the self-fold switch. And I think I read that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's weird to read a self-attack. But I think it makes sense here.
Yeah, I could see it, but in the moment I would have never thought of it, but after you pointed it out, I could see it.
So what I think I do is go for the Z move on Incineroar, take it out.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe just Shadow Ball Tapu Koko.
Okay.
Put it in Sludge Bomb range later on.
Okay. So let's see. Fake out into
Oh, you can
Landorus.
still fake out.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So yeah, actually don't protect Gengar here.
Yeah, he does self Volt Switch, which does a ton, in my opinion. But I guess it was worth it to get his Mon out.
Oh, I know what happens. So, you know the game we were actually like, we did last time we recorded?
Yeah, yeah.
With the Reflect I play?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tournament match, and this is the game after that one. So he knows I have Reflect type. He knows I can go for the self Reflect type to block Volt Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that he knew. So, that's why he
yeah. See, that makes so much more sense now that like that clicks together. And I was wondering why so many people were watching a ladder video or a ladder match too. That makes sense now, but that's not the point. So
okay, so here he gets in Milotic,
mm-hmm.
which is interesting. So he could have gone to Gengar, but like then I can still freely go for an Earthquake or a Z move.
Mm-hmm.
And Milotic pressures Landorus with an Ice Beam or Ice Wind.
Yeah.
And as the turn might reveal, the Milotic is carrying a certain item. What I think I can do here, so I don't really want to switch to Incineroar here because of the competitive ability for Milotic.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can go to Among Us, but then his Incineroar can U-turn into anything really.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I just go for the Z move and maybe Bearshong.
Oh, okay.
Because his Gengar and Tapu Koko can both switch out.
Yeah.
So I really need to get a Milotic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'm not sure what happens.
Okay, let's see. So, I guess I didn't play that. Landorus flinched, and Ice Beams Landorus must be Choice Scarfed, and you U-turn out with Figgy Berry.
Ooh.
Go into Jigglypuff. Okay, what a turn. So many things going on.
Okay, play that a little further. His Incineroar still has to move.
Oh, I didn't know that. And U-turns into Milotic. Into Mega Gengar. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting. So he ended up being Choice Scarf Milotic.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, it makes a lot of sense that he sent that in last turn.
Yeah, it does.
Because he's trying to protect his Incineroar. But because we're still bulky on Landorus, we survive.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't actually go for the Z move. Which I think is okay.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to keep Landorus alive for the Tapu Koko.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't think he was Choice Scarf. It's not common in VGC at all.
Yeah, yeah.
So that turn kind of went wrong for me, but my position is still really good.
Mm-hmm.
I also did not bring Incineroar, which in hindsight makes sense because he is Melodic.
Yeah.
So we get Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil the next turn. I think it's fun. I might double protect, I might not.
Okay, let's see. So, Ally Switch, and Gengar takes nothing. Oh, clean KO on the Gengar. Let's get it.
So, it's if I went for the double protect first, you can then read the Ally Switch, because then I'm forced to keep Gengar alive. Because I didn't go for the double protect first, it just adds extra variables to him making a read. You know?
Yeah.
But, he can Shadow Ball my Jigglypuff, but I can just go for the protect and switch. Well, I can't switch with Shadow Attack, but I can protect something basically.
Yeah.
So just going for this right away. even if he went for the Shadow Ball into Jigglypuff and made the reads, I can win the speed tie, which I did.
Yeah, because I mean, of course you win the speed tie. You have a Jigglypuff on your team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just maximizing my ults there.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see who comes in. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Incineroar comes back in, which is nice, I guess.
Okay, so if you look at my Pokemon in the back, so if the Milotic wasn't Choice Scarf, my Landers would be at full HP, right?
Yeah.
I could then just double protect here, and just let Jigglypuff and Gengar both go down, and then Landers wins against Incineroar Coco. However, because I'm low on HP, I still need to do something, but I'm not sure what. So just play it out. I think the double protect here is fine.
What?
Oh, he forfeits.
Oh, Jigglypuff was so round that it made him forfeit.
He couldn't handle the puff.
He couldn't handle the puff. Ah, what a team.
Yeah. GG.
GG. You
I
said it right there.
Forfeit makes sense because I can double protect here and then like just click protect again with both Pokemon, and then he gets a Coke, and I can just click Parasol with both Pokemon and like.
Yeah. I mean, if worst comes to worst, you double protect. You have a Moongus who can probably take one, and especially if Fringard's still active, and you can work around the Incineroar with the Z move later on. So.
Yeah, I'd probably like play for a Moongus Jigglypuff endgame. Okay. Where I can get a Parasol and then Rage Powder away attacks.
Okay.
From Jigglypuff, and because Jigglypuff is the slowest Pokemon, she would win.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I guess that's it. That's really all I had. I guess I didn't even realize it, but apparently the music had stopped playing for some reason. Well, there it goes. But anyway, a little too late for that. But I hope everybody enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed this. We'll have to do this again, Catch.
Yes, for sure.
Well, maybe not an interview, but maybe it'll be like a Showdown Live or something like that. We'll see. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we're gonna wreck some fools.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or maybe Jigglypuff isn't in the game, so maybe we'll find something else really cool, like Cramorant or something. Maybe we'll find a way to make that work.
I'm a voice in the VGC chat room, so I can start tournaments for VGC 18 there.
Oh, okay. So we are gonna smack some people up with Jigglypuff. There we go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or maybe we can make Garbodor work in VGC 20. You think I've been hearing from people that Garbodor is the new wave, man.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's what I heard. I don't know. People been talking.
You're gonna scare the people away.
No, not me. Could not be me. But just people.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
This video is nearly an hour long, but my last hour-long video did really well, so it's okay. Alright, I think that's it. Have yourselves a good day. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and keep it shady. Nah, I'm just kidding. Peace.